Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's back with another high ELO game daily. This is going to be the last one before the new patch comes out, the 100th champion patch, so I'm pretty excited about that. Unfortunately, it is on a Friday, so that's kind of lame. But we're going to finish it off with a great matchup here. We don't see too many Oriannas or Singes in this high ELO. Every once in a while you do, just not frequently. So it'll be interesting to always see. And of course, the TheOddOne versus Azingy. Everybody loves to see General TheOddOne versus Master Tactician Azingy. There we go. So I'm super excited to see what's going to happen here, because this is a huge rivalry that's been going on in solo queue for quite some time now. And so let's go ahead and see how it plays out. So on the blue team, we have Graves, who's really good with some nice AoE burst damage, especially for an AD carry. It's really good. Plus he has, good attack speed steroid. Pretty much everything you really want in an AD carry is like gap closer or kind of an escape maneuver, as well as some utility with his smoke grenade. We have Maokai, who does great CC. That twisted advance is just so good. I can't stress how good Twisted. Oh, then we might actually get some action. Yes, Nautilus is going to come down, snare Azingy, but they are going to back off, it looks like. Oh, and Nautilus gets snared, but it's not going to go the way they wanted to. And Maokai might go down. Maokai does go down from the Orianna's auto attacks, and Ezreal goes down right after that. It looks like they're continuing to chase. The Dark Binding goes off, and oh, just barely hits it with the tip, and the Ignite goes down, and they do take down the Singed. Great job by the blue team being able to pick up 2 for 1. Evening out that gold. They actually came out on top, despite the fact that red team got first blood. All those assists really help, surprisingly enough. I guess that's not really surprising, but still great job. Get back to what I was saying. Maokai is great. Twisted Advance is awesome. You can't flash away from it because it'll just keep following you. You can flash into a tower, but that's about as good as you're going to get. And then he can Arcane Smash and knock you up and knock you back a little bit and slow you. And then he has his ultimate, which reduces all incoming damage by anybody who stands in that big giant circle. It absorbs that damage, and then he can explode it, doing damage inside of it as well. So Maokai is going to be a huge force to be reckoned with as far as when team fights start. He's going to be great on ganking, and then he's going to be awesome in team fights as well. Great initiation, great damage reduction, everything like that. Everything you want in a nice tank. Then we have Morgana. Morgana is incredibly powerful. She lanes very safely, so it's hard to gank her because she has that spell shield. There might be some action going down bot. Not quite yet. But yeah, Morgana, she lanes so safely. She has the passive spell pen, she has the spell shield, so it's almost impossible. Not spell pen, sorry. Well, yeah, she does from her her tormented soil, but then she also has her standard spell vamp from her passive. So it's gonna help her a lot. It's gonna help Morgana sustain in lane a lot, even if she gets harassed or ganked. She's gonna be able to get away because of the spell shield and also her Dark Binding. Soraka is going to be amazing with this Graves. Graves can spam his spells, just spam out Buckshot as much as possible, and even Quick Draw. Maybe not as much as possible. He still might run after that. But Soraka will be able to supply him with mana as frequently as she can, as well as give him even more armor than he already has. Irelia against Singed. This is going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least. Singed is known as a really good pusher. He can farm at towers pretty well, or just kind of freeze the lane really well. It looks like the red team is going to come up and try to gank. They did see the Nautilus. Irelia did see the Nautilus with the ward that she has down there, so I'm not sure how successful it's going to be. But the fling will come out from the Singed, and she's poisoned. She's going to go the other way. Nautilus used his spell a little bit too early. Titan's Wrath was just... yeah, it was a little bit too early. Was able to get a little bit of damage. She is going to turn onto him. He flashes, but he doesn't get very far, and he is able to dredge line away as well. Great job by Irelia to be able to disengage that fight. It's amazing. And Maokai's going to come up right away with the Twisted Advance, with an Arcane Smash, with the Sapling, and he's red buff, so he's getting constantly slow. Fling coming out, and they are able to pick up the kill. Good job, blue team. Great counter gank. Irelia did amazing, taking the least amount of damage, pushing off their jungler. And Morgana might actually get this kill. She's going to throw in the Ignite and do some auto attacks, but the shield is coming out from... Oh no, she might go... She does go down. Oh man, that is very disheartening. That has got to lower her morale quite a bit. Nautilus, with that shield that he has and the shield that Orianna put on him, just completely deceives how much health he actually had. Because he only has 44 armor magic resist, but Morgana didn't have any spells left, so she was auto-attacking. She doesn't do that much for auto-attack, and her auto-attack range is pretty close range. Unfortunate for Morgana, but she might learn from it. She's going to probably sit down, try to freeze this lane as much as possible. She is down a level now from Orianna. Orianna has 5 more CS in her. It's not huge since she just went back as well. But Orianna does also have 2 kills and 2 gold per 10s. This seems to be a very popular meta lately, to where people are getting 2 gold per 10s on almost any champion you look at. As you can see, Nautilus has one, Singed has one, but you'll probably see Nautilus get another one and Singed get another one. You might even see Janna get a few as well, 2 or 3 even. And Ezreal, I don't believe he will, but you never know. It's always possible. The gold per 10 meta seems to be taking over League of Legends. It's almost it almost forces you to go into late game, because it forces you to play passively. Oh, and the Twist Advance is going to come out. Twist Advance goes out, so does the Binding, and she ults. Is not able to get the Arcane Smash off quite yet. And Nautilus comes in, is able to slow Dredge Line coming out. There's no more Spell Shield for Morgana. So a lot of damage is going to go down on both people on the blue team. They are able to get away, successfully disengage. Orianna did not have enough mana to really follow up as much as I believe the red team wanted to. Dredgeline coming out, Spell Shield does prevent her from getting pulled, which is a great job. The only downside about that Spell Shield is that it uses so much mana. And Nautilus is just hanging out around mid, and he wants to just keep draining her mana, keep scaring her off, enabling Orianna to... Oh, great Dredgeline coming out again! Not able to get the Spell Shield off in time, but she is able to prevent all the damage from Riptide. Singed vs Irelia is still massively passive. It looks like they are just going to have a passive farm fest in top, which is typically what top is, but with Irelia usually goes a little bit aggressive because she can. She does true damage, lifesteal, all the good things that you want. But Singed is so incredibly tanky. He can kite. He's so fast. He just zip lines throughout everything. And he gets stunned. She's going to get poisoned a little bit, but as you can see, it's still incredibly even. See how bot lane's going. I haven't checked on bot lane in a little bit. Oh, yeah, I might actually get a gank going top lane. There is a ward on the red team here, so they did see Maokai go up there, and they did ping him out. Maokai still kind of hanging around this area, and red team also has a ward in this bush, which is very... it's like a hybrid ward. It's offensive and defensive. It's hard to really decide what that is. And they have the red ward on both sides, so they know exactly where Maokai is coming out of the jungle at all times. They have, except for when he goes down here through Tribush. This is the only place that's left unwarded because the ward right here is covering Dragon, which I believe is a great move. Ezreal does have a blink away, and Janna has a lot of crowd control, so she's going to be able to disengage any fight. Oh, I am eating my own words. Janna puts the ward in Tribush to ensure that every single escape from the jungle will be detected by the red team. So this is going to make Maokai's ganking impossible or a lot less effective. because this is the entrance to the jungle. This is the one, and then of course you have the lanes, which isn't very common. And then this is one of the entrances, and this is one of the entrances. And those are the only 4 entrances. So being able to have vision of everything, every entrance and exit from the river, gives you a massive lead or massive advantage. Janna's getting poked down a little bit. She did stay in that smoke grenade for just a little bit, but she felt that she wasn't in much of a danger. So, which she wasn't. She wasn't really in. Oh, looks like a Ganks coming out mid. Twist Advance coming out. And Arcane Smash, but Arcane smashed away. And Irelia's left up top while Singe teleports in. And Maokai is going to get caught out here. He's not going to be able to get away. Poor Azingy does not get the flash over the wall either. A little bit of panic ensued. It was either flash a little bit early and hope you make it over, or just die. Unfortunately, he made the risk. Oh, great flash coming out from Nautilus, being able to avoid that Dark Binding, and Irelia does not quite get it. Almost, her blades almost get it, and she's very low. Irelia almost dies. Oh, and a great ultimate from the Ezreal from downtown. 3-pointer just destroying the Irelia in the face. Well, the back of the face, because she's running away. But still, great job by Ezreal, knowing exactly where she was going to run to and timing it perfectly. It doesn't really get much better than that. Red has a huge creep wave up top, so if Irelia does not get back up top, she's going to lose out on a lot of experience and a lot of creep kills. So let's hope she gets up top so she doesn't get too far behind. Going down to mid and trying to help out and dying is definitely not good for her, but she does still have 3 kills, so really is still ahead in the overall scheme of things. If we take a look at the gold here, number 1 on the blue team is Irelia, and number 1 on the red team is Orianna. Orianna's doing a fantastic job. 78 creep kills. Ezreal's on fire. So is Graves. Ezreal and Graves are just going at it left and right. Very even. Ezreal just got that kill, which put him quite a bit ahead, especially because it shut down Irelia's killing spree, giving him that bonus gold. So it's really everything Ezreal wanted and needed. It was a kill, which is always good, but also shut down. Oh, and a great ultimate coming out from Orianna, and it pulls him out of his damage reduction. So unfortunately for him, the Vengeful Maelstrom does not aid in any damage reduction, and he goes down very, very quickly. A great ultimate by Orianna. That was the absolute perfect ultimate. It does not get any better than that. And that's, oh, it's a great Dark Binding, but she does shield herself. She is able to get away with minimal damage. Still good, but Morgana just kind of showing herself. She's like, look, I still know what I'm doing. Just because I'm a little bit far behind does not mean that I cannot hit you with bindings and do some damage. So just kind of warning her off, saying, hey, it's me, back off, or I will kill you. And red team pinged the race because they did see Morgana over there. Singed is still farming behind the towers. You know, he's Singed farming, I guess is what you call it. Looks like Orianna might be going back soon for mana. She is quite a bit behind. Bottom lane, great initiation by the Maokai, but he does not have any follow-up damage, which is unfortunate, but he might be able to get another. Oh, great burst out from, oh, is the shield going to go out? No, Ezreal will take that sapling to the face for Janna, so Janna does not die. Great move by bot, being able to disengage that fight. And Morgana going in, has her ult off, and was able to get a Dark Binding afterwards. Unfortunately, it does not do very much damage. Orianna only has 47 magic resistant. It doesn't seem like Morgana is doing very much, even with 114 ability power. It's a little interesting, but Orianna's shield is extremely powerful, so that is most likely the root cause of the lack of damage. Ezreal coming out, does not hit anybody, unfortunately, but was basically just used to try to delay a recall, which isn't always the best use of it, but since it does such low damage and everybody just had fights, so most everybody's ults are down, getting on the same time as everybody else and just kind of throwing it out to try to get some creeps before he recalls is not a bad idea. So great thought process by him. As you can tell, the ultimate's coming back in 45 seconds, which is almost no time. By the time he gets back to lane, it's going to be like 30 seconds, and the Blue's bottom lane also recalled, so by the time they get there, it's going to be another 15 seconds, and 15 seconds, which is not a very long time at all. Irelia is still able to push this lane pretty easily against the Singed, actually out-farming the Singed, which I think is pretty surprising, since he was Singed farming behind the tower for a few creep waves, I believe. Then again, he was in mid for a while trying to make a gank happen that unfortunately was not able to happen. We'll see. A great Dark Binding by the Morgana, getting that Tormented Soil and reducing her magic resistance. Morgana is coming back, making a beeline. Great kill coming out from Graves, able to take out the Ezreal. Graves is now in a lot of danger, gets hooked, but the heal from Soraka keeps him alive, and the Dark Binding with the Tormented Soil is able to pick up the kill. Great job by Morgana, knowing when her team is having some issues or needs some help, and now they're going to take out Dragon. She does throw her Dark Binding just to try to scare off the Orianna, but it doesn't look like Orianna is afraid at all. Dark Binding just barely missed again. Orianna's doing a great job at just dodging every single one of these Dark Bindings at this point. And the ultimate coming out. She throws out her ultimate, slows everybody down. Dark Binding misses again, just slightly, and Morgana is almost dead from the Ignite and the auto attacks, is able to take her down. Great double kill coming out from Orianna. Orianna now is double blessed, might pick up this triple. Unfortunately, does not. Oh, and the fling is going to come out. Yes, fling for the kill by the Singed. Great job by Singed being able to just come in there all the way from top lane. Notice that Orianna's doing just a phenomenal job. Getting the double kill, forcing flashes, and basically giving Singed a free kill, and he's able to get back into his lane and continue farming just as he was before. Singed really needed that, not just for the gold sakes, but he also needed the extra experience. Unfortunately, the red team still did not get Dragon, but blue team definitely needed it after their loss that they just kind of ensued in that fight as well. Nautilus taking out the first mid inhibitor on the blue side, which is one of the most important towers, and it's very odd for that to be the first tower to go down as well. Typically it's one of the either bottom or top tower that goes down first. Typically just because it's easier to force down, but two blue members are going to stop this Singed from Singed farming. We're going to see how it works out. He's going to run down, and the Dark Binding just barely misses. Is she going to pop her ult? He does ghost out of there, and he doesn't have his ultimate anymore. He is going to run safely to this tower since Orianna pushed all the creeps over there, and he's going to get away without any problems. Using the ghost is still terrifying. Blue on the bottom side is now getting chased at by the Nautilus, and Singed is making a beeline for the Graves, making a slow. Graves does flash, but he's going to go down almost immediately. The ult from Ezreal does get the kill. Another great snipe, and the heal from... Oh my gosh, so much damage coming out on the Janna. The Janna did a great job trying to save the Singed, but unfortunately she got snagged by that Dark Binding and went down along with the Singed after that. Great exchange, a 1-for-2 exchange. Unfortunately, like I said, blue team might try to push up this bottom tower. It doesn't look like they'll be able to, though, with Orianna there. Irealia's going to throw out her ult just to kind of clear the creep wave, and she is most likely going to go back as well. Get some mana, buy some items. And Morgana is just going to take these creeps, maybe. No, I guess not. Just going to continue to push mid, doing the AP mid thing. She does end up taking down the big Wraith, I believe. No, she doesn't even take down the big Wraith. Orianna coming out, able to bust that shield really easily, and still able to get the slow off. That's surprising that it still got the slow off. I was a little shocked about that one. Orianna with 3 gold pretends and a Rod of Ages at 19 minutes and level 2 boots. Orianna's just, I can't get over how good this Orianna is doing against the Morgana. So, it's just impressive. I don't know if it's a counter or if the Morgana is just getting outplayed. It's kind of hard to tell because Morgana did miss a few dark bindings, but she's still doing really good when it comes to those team fights. We'll see later game, as long as blue team doesn't fall too far behind. Oh, and a great initiation goes on. The ultimate comes out from Orianna and Nautilus. Morgana pops her ult, and she is ignited, but she survives. Oh, that was so close. So right after the Zanya's Hourglass went out, she got ignited, which I thought she was pretty much a goner. But the spell vamp that she got from the second hit on her ult from Nautilus is probably what saved her, if I were to take a guess. Irelia and Singed are just still doing their farming thing up here. We're going to see who is doing how well in gold now, since it's kind of a slower period. Number 1 on the blue team is going to be Irelia by almost, yeah, by 600 gold, so quite a bit. 7,000 is a lot, really early. Orianna has 8,600 gold at 20 minutes in the game. That is impressive. 4 kills, 5 assists. She's been a part of literally every single kill that has happened for the red team. Every single kill. As an AP mid, that's exactly how you want it. And she also has 157 creep kills, which is higher than the AP mid that is on the blue team. So she's part of every kill on the red team, and she has a higher CS in her lane, and her mid tower is still up with the other tower being down. Ezreal does exhaust the Graze. Graze is going down. A lot of damage coming out from the Graze. Soraka heal comes out. And the buckshot goes out as soon as the mystic shot. The same exact time, they do kill each other. And a big ult coming down from Morgana. Morgana still able to get the Singe. Is able to take out the kill with the Tormented Soil. Unfortunately, the Dark Binding did miss a little bit. Oh, very close to dying, Morgana. Morgana is being a little bit too risky. She definitely needs to go back, heal up. Oh man, she does Dark Binding, and she is able to Zanya's, but she's gonna get killed by the ball as soon as she comes back up. Orianna is super low still, and she might get engaged on here. Doesn't look like it though. I think that's a very smart move on Aurelia's part. Irelia is the most farmed on the blue team, but the most farmed on the red team is also Orianna. So Orianna is just doing what she can to try to fend off this push as much as possible. Irelia throwing out a little bit of harass from her ultimate, but it's just not going to be enough. Shield coming out from Janna, being able to hopefully assist in any possible poke. Oh, Ezreal going down almost immediately. I don't think he had line of sight on the Irelia when she initiated onto him. Or else he probably would have just arcane shifted away. Very fast dragon, all again going to the blue team. So blue team is staying in here. They have 12 kills, both teams do. They are a tad bit behind. Both teams also have 1 tower. So right now it looks like they're only behind as far as gold per 10 items go, and possibly creep kills. Singe is taking a lot of damage from Irelia, but his goo is going to prevent the team from chasing him, and his ultimate. His ultimate prevents a lot of CC, or reduces the amount of CC, just like, oh, Irelia might go in here, still going in strong, taking a lot of damage from poison, does get a heal from Soraka. Uh-oh, no, Malphite got caught out by the Nautilus, and a great ultimate and ball combo from Orianna. The Irelia goes onto Orianna immediately. Might be able to take this down. It doesn't look like she's going to be able to get out alive. Unfortunately, she does not get out. The Maokai goes down from the fling and the poison from Singed. Morgana is going to go down. She does prevent damage from the slow and the slow from her spell shield, but she still goes down, misses the dark binding. It was behind the wall. I almost said behind the back. It's behind the back dark binding. You know, no big deal. Red team is making a very aggressive move on Baron. Only one person is alive on the blue team, and that's Graves. If anyone can steal it besides the jungler, it's going to be this Graves. Graves does have his ultimate up as well, so he's going to do a little bit of damage. He doesn't actually go for Baron. He's going to delay it, though, and that's all that really matters. The ultimate out coming out from Ezreal, and he is at 20 health. Oh my gosh, so close. Great job by Graves being able to stop the Baron as well as surviving. That is the best thing you can hope for. The best thing you can hope for. Blue team's going to be able to stay in quite a bit longer just from that. Because with the red team having Baron buff, that would have made their pushing potential much, much, much higher. And they have quite a few tanky champions and a lot of CC and a lot of mobility. They have Janna's passive, they have Nautilus's dredge line, they have Singe's ultimate, Orianna's AoE speed is just insane. Yeah. A lot of damage coming out from Maokai. Maokai does get ulted by but he is spell shielded, so it's not going to do anything. Orianna's still throwing a ball in the bush, getting a little bit of vision. Oh, great dredge line coming out from Nautilus again. Maokai going in there balls deep. Orianna's probably going to be able to pick up this kill with the Nautilus and the Janna. And Orianna is now legendary. Singed is going crazy with his ultimate at this point in time. If he pops his Ghost, his ultimate, and gets Command Dissonance from Orianna, it's going to be... He's going to be moving at like 600 movement speed or something ridiculous. That was a great dodge from Irelia, and Irelia jumps straight onto Orianna. I believe Orianna's ult might be down. Ult coming down from, and the stun does go off. Great job. Irelia is able to take out Nautilus, and Orianna is able to take out the Orianna. Or Irelia. Orianna takes out Irelia. There we go. At this point, it almost seems like there's no stopping this Orianna. Orianna's 9-0-9 with 217 creep kills. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Almost has 13,000 gold at 27 minutes. That's almost 2,000 gold. Or that's 1,000 gold every 2 minutes. It's really close to that. If you can hit that mark, you're doing extremely well. Extremely well. We will see how long she can keep it up for, though. If Orianna is one of the first ones to go down, she does provide a lot of utility for the team, as well as damage, sustained damage, AoE speed up and slow, as well as a like a knock-up Sorient. Ooh, Nautilus got shielded there. Oh, and the Dredge Line coming out, but does miss. Twist Advance comes out, does get the Arcane Smash as well, and the big ult coming out from Ezreal. Ezreal not being able to hit very many people, though. And the red team is not grouping up, so it's not a safe time for Morgana to ult, but now she's going to ult. She's going to be able to get 2 or 3 of them in the initial one, but only stun the Nautilus. Nautilus does go down, and red team is going to disengage. Singed is still going very ballsy. Going crazy. Great job by Graves, almost being able to pick up that kill. Going to have to lifesteal from these minions as much as possible. Singed is going to try to make a move, get a fling off, but Morgana flashes. Uh-oh, Soraka did get caught out, and so did... Oh, Maokai went for the kill onto Orianna, but Orianna was unable to do anything. Oh, and the fling goes off onto the Graves at the same time that Singed goes down. Great job by Singed being able to pick up that kill right before he dies. Might have been a little bit too risky, but at this point in time, they are quite a bit behind, so it was probably worth it. Because with Singed in the picture with his ult coming up soon, it's very possible that he could have just stayed in that fight and waited until the next push, or teleported to top lane and pushed extremely hard as well. Very interesting game that we have so far. Nautilus has the Frozen Heart, so I'm a little interested as far as what Singed is going to get at this point in time. Looks like he's going to go for the Randuins. So Singed with Randuins is amazingly good. And Morgana gets spotted out. Dredgeline does come out. He does get snared as well. Morgana does take a lot of damage, misses the Dark Binding. Irelia takes out the Ezreal at the same time. Dredgeline misses that time, which is very good for the Morgana, since Morgana's at half. And oh, Tsunamiie's coming out, and the Dark Binding does go out as well. Ult coming out from Morgana with the Sonya's Hourglass, stunning 2 people, and the ult also coming out from the Nautilus being able to take that out with the Singed Fling. So much tank. So much tank. It doesn't really make sense, but it does at the same time. Nautilus is dead now, so they don't have nearly as much CC as they would like. And now Janna is also down. They didn't have the power to disengage that fight without the Nautilus. They also didn't have the tankiness that they really wanted. They did oh, Ezreal coming out, trying to steal this. Oh, just barely missed it. It was about like 0.25 seconds away from taking that dragon. Blue buff is now available for the blue team, so we'll see who takes that. Last time I believe it was Irelia that took it. Don't believe, I would think that Morgana would take it, but I know that Irelia was one of the first ones to get it, which is interesting. Maokai throwing a sapling over to get a little bit of vision on the blue buff to twist advance in there and do a little bit of damage. Do where the damage is. Yes, looks like they are going to give it to Morgana. They just have to damage it for a bit. Bam. So this game might turn a little bit in favor of the blue team at this point in time, as long as they can focus down the correct people. Slow coming out from the Orianna. Orianna does have Rylai's Crystal Scepter, so every single one of her spells are going to slow. But then again, all of her spells are AoE, so it's not going to slow as much. But then she does have her command dissonant. Oh! Irelia is used as well as Flash. Very unfortunate, but that's what needed to happen. Dredgeline coming out, able to pick up. He gets caught this time, and he gets down to about half health. Puts down his ultimate. And they're just kind of doing the poke game right now. Singed ult does come out. He is slowed. He's not going to take much damage. Great ult from Ezreal. And the Twist Advance coming out with... Oh, and the ultimate coming out from Orianna doing massive damage. Dredgeline is going to go out as long as the depth charge only does hit one person, unfortunately. Morgana ults with the Zani's Hourglass, but she didn't have her team to follow up on it, which is unfortunate. Irelia is so close to dying now. She is able to dodge the Arcane. Yes, she does dodge the Arcane Shift. Very good job. Graves is taking a lot of damage. Nautilus flashes over the one. Orianna flashes, does hit it with the command attack. Great job by the red team. Dodging, not giving a care to be completely censored. Not giving a care. 1 for 3 exchange. Singed should get caught out there. But then again, trading Morgana and Graves for Singed is definitely worth it. So Singed doing his job. Doing as much damage as he can with his poison, running around distracting the entire blue team, or as much as the blue team as he can, for as long as he can. And the Ezreal ult coming out, being able to take down most of a creep wave. No, he misses that second creep wave, which is unfortunate. Massive red creep wave here. The creeps are going to take out this tower, though, giving the red team more gold. Red team is beginning to snowball relatively hard. I kind of predict here within the next 7 minutes that red team will be about 10k gold ahead with Baron. So If they're not, then I'll eat my words, but if they are... And Dark Binding just barely missing from the Morgana. The close ones are very difficult to hit sometimes because you don't know where they're going to go, because Janna is so mobile as well with her Zephyr as well as her passive that she's just going to be able to like dodge, pretty much sidestep everything. So I think Morgana was trying to read the sidestep and just Morgana wasn't ready for it, and so she didn't know to sidestep in time. So it was a great job by Morgana to try to read that. And also great job by Janna by not getting hit. So I don't know what the exact status of that is, but I'm assuming that's what it would be. Irelia going to initiate onto this Nautilus. Nautilus goes down to about half, but they are able to disengage. Great job on the red team. Command attack going out. Irelia is also coming out. Irelia is the only one that's really able to initiate. Great ultimate. Oh wow! Morgana splits the entire team into 5, but hits all 5 of them with the initial burst from her ultimate. Great job by Morgana being able to hit all 5 with the Soul Shackles. That does not happen frequently, and red team is very low on health, so blue team might go for a Baron attempt here. We will see how that goes. Singed is incredibly fast. Holy mother of Singed. Red team is going to expect this Baron, and so they're going to wait. Right here, gonna have a ward go down. Unfortunately, the blue team doesn't have any pink wards. Smite going down and being able to pick up Baron. They might want to disengage because they are still a bit low. They don't have all the cooldowns that they want to have, so they definitely gonna go back. Without Soul Shackle and without Wish, I still believe that blue team will lose in a team fight. If Singed picks up red buff, he's going to be incredibly annoying. More annoying than he already is. So we'll see how that works out. I love that animation. For once he hits 16, it just blows up in the air. Poof. Jetpacks, whatever it is. He Mega Man's in the air. Mega Ezreal. It's so cool. Ooh. I get to stare at it for a while. I'm like, ah. I think it's crazy that they made a new avatar for Ezreal. I really hope that, since that's like a... I don't even know what the word is. I'm totally drawing a blank. I hope that is a precursor for what may happen in the future as far as having champions for those icons. Or just having custom ones, maybe, kind of like what Steam has. So that would always be interesting. It would also be interesting to see multiple characters on one account. So instead of having to make a Smurf account for another level 30 or whatever, you can do it all under the same account and just have multiple characters. Initiation coming in from the Maokai, but Singed does ultimate out of it, and does, oh, a great ultimate coming out from Ezreal, taking out 2 people. The Wish coming out from Soraka. Soul Shackles coming out from Morgana. Morgana does not hit anybody with the stun, but the ultimate from Orianna gets 3 people on her ult. She gets a double kill as well. And the Dredge Line coming out, hitting the best target. Triple kill now for Orianna. Orianna is just going to barely die from the Ignite, and that's her first death of the game. Worth it for sure. Giving all that gold to Graves. Graves just got 1,000 gold extra from shutting down her legendary spree. It might not be too late to salvage this game with that extra gold. Or Irelia, no, get out of there. Irelia does get the Ignite down on Ezreal. Ezreal's going to do some damage. Irelia does go down, being tried to get picked up by Soraka. Soraka is now very, very low and squishy and going to go down instantly. Phenomenal job by the red team being able to initiate and counter-initiate onto the blue team even when they had Baron buff. Unfortunately, red team will only get 1 inhibitor. They will get put up in the gold pretty high, but now that Graves has a Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, and Last Whisper, he's a force to be reckoned with. Like, this isn't, oh hey, I'm Graves anymore. This is, I'm Graves. I shoot people in the face. So I definitely foresee some face shotgunning here in the near future. Hopefully he doesn't get caught out of position, because that would be highly unfortunate. Let's see what Orianna's doing now. Orianna has a Death Cap, Rod of Aegis, Rhyli's Void Staff, and another NLR. 733 ability power with the Elixir Brilliance and Elixir of Fortitude. So the red and blue elixir going down on Orianna, enabling her to just... Oh man, I think with that blue buff and the elixir level 18, she's going to get 40% cooldown reduction as well. Oh, sorry, 34% cooldown reduction. She must have not spec'd in a CDR as far as the utility tree at all. Irelia is popping out. Oh, great flash by Orianna to juke the dredge line. It's also wasted Irelia's blood. Oh no, she gets caught out of position. Soraka is all the ults being wasted on the Soraka. And now the ultimate from Orianna also missed everybody. Soul Shackle's coming out. Morgana does try to get out of there as much as possible. Oh my gosh, red team is dropping like flies, and the blue team is going to be able to survive a lot of this, but the fling from Singed proves to be too much damage. Graves is still slowed, so he's not going to be able to catch up to the Singed and take him down, unfortunately. Irelia is going to go down, trying to get as much damage as she can. The true damage is not enough to burst through that shield. And Graves being able to pick up the Singed, and now the Janna. Oh my gosh, Graves is so powerful. Like I said, after he got that extra 1,000 gold, there's absolutely nothing stopping him at this point. And he also has a a Zeke's Herald, giving him cooldown reduction, lifesteal, and attack speed. Amazing item for the one person, or the two people that are fed on his team. He's doing as much damage as he can with the Bloodthirster, taking out massive chunks of damage of those super minions. Again, this is proving to be an amazing game from both these teams. This does not feel like a solo queue match, that is for sure. And already Graves is at full health from all that lifesteal. He does not have his Bloodthirster maxed out yet, so he might go back, try to clear up some jungle camps, get that Bloodthirster fully stacked up, and then he will want to fight immediately after that. That's going to be their best point of attack, as when Graves is much more difficult to kill. I mean, well, maybe not much, but more difficult to kill means you have to shoot more, hit him with more spells, which sucks. And now he has a Guardian Angel. Oh my god. With his passive, Guardian Angel and Soraka's passive, and possibly a spell shield from Morgana, and the damage reduction from Maokai's Vengeful Maelstrom, he's going to be very difficult to kill. He's really going to have to be out of position in order for that to happen. They don't have too many gap closers. They do have Ezreal, but I don't think Ezreal will be able to 1v1 a Graves at this point in time, especially this Graves. They have a lot of people that run, but they can kite a little bit. Great job popping the Rain to its Omen, getting the fling down onto... No, the fling does not go down. The Singe does pop his ghost. He's going to get a lot of damage going down from the Graves now, and the ultimate coming out. Oh, great job on the ultimate from Orianna. Orianna is going to go down almost immediately, but she does flash away with the help of Monsoon from Janna. Janna's doing a great job, and she is slowed now. Oh, and Irelia is popping now, and they are going to be able to successfully disengage from this fight. That was a 2-for-1. 2-for-1 exchange, very, very close. The fights are getting closer. I mean, there was a point in time where Red was just absolutely dominating every single fight. And the thing that scares me is that with Nautilus's Death Charge and Orianna's Command Shockwave. Both hitting 3 to 4 people each, they were still only able to take out 2 people. That's terrifying, because that means that they're not doing as much damage as they were a little bit ago. Either that or blue team got, well, they would still be doing less damage, but blue team doing, they have a lot more defenses, and now the red team is going to go for a very sneaky Baron. Great teleport coming in from Singe. There are no blue wards here. They have absolutely no idea this is happening. Yes, it looks like they are pinging for it, so they do assume that it's going down, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything about it. Morgana's the only one, and it goes down way too quickly. Morgana sees them in, Shirley's gets popped, and looks like Morgana does have to pop her hourglass and goes down almost immediately, and she's down for a minute. So getting caught out of position right after they get Baron. Unfortunate. Silence coming out, but still being flung by the Singe. Soraka is going to go down again from the Orianna. Orianna is doing so much work this game. And oh, another flash just not quite making it over the wall from Maokai. They're going to be pushing this mid inhibitor as well as the 2 towers. Graves' Guardian Angel gets knocked down, and I don't think he's going to be able to come out of that. Unfortunately, he goes down instantly right afterwards. And a great Zhonya's Hourglass baiting the Nautilus to tank all the towers. Great job. No, both towers were attacking her at the same time, and right when they were midair, she Hourglassed both of them, so she didn't take any of the damage. Great job by the red team. It looks like they are going to finish off this fight by taking out the Nexus. Yes. So that was a great game. Fantastic game to end this patch on. Congratulations to the red team, and good game to the blue team. I look forward to seeing more games like this after the next patch, and hopefully we'll see more LeBlancs, because LeBlanc buffs I'm excited for. So let's see the ending gold, if it allows me to switch over. There we go. Okay, so Orianna had 22,000 gold. That is... Okay, so she had 6 items without any problems, as well as keeping up 3 elixirs and the oracles. I guess that's another 4 elixirs. Yeah, and Ezreal also having 16, Graves having 17, Irelia 15. Fantastic job from both teams. So good game. And again, if you guys like my casting, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting up playlists that have each patch in a playlist, so you'll know at what time champions were strong or weak, or before a champion gets buffed, how they played and how they played afterwards, that sort of thing. So subscribe to my channel. If you guys have any comments, put it in the comment section below. If you want to request any champions or any pro players, send me a message, leave a comment, request it, and I will record those games and cast them for you, and I will also send you a message, a reply message, when it's uploaded. But yeah, if you guys have anything else, just let me know. See you guys tomorrow.